had like a little swim ring on and they're kicking the legs around the pool, and it started off like the first 20 minutes they were holding the side and they were too scared to move, and then after a while they just did it and I was like, yes, and I'm like their biggest hype person. I'm like, yes, go on, well done. They did so good. I was so proud of them, but they didn't like the entertainment, and to be honest I think I've brought my kids up too bougie, because when we was at Haven they were like doing like a fucking conga through the clubhouse and my kids were cringing. Like my 3 and 4-year-old were like what's going on? And they were like, this is embarrassing. And like all the entertainment, they were cringing so hard at it. So I was like, oh my God, my kid, they're so my kids. Like they've had such a different upbringing to what I had. Yes, congratulations on the book, David. Everyone, please give David a follow. He's published his own book. I have got it here. I bought 3 copies of it. Hello, good evening, everyone. Yes, I bought 3 copies of it. I am giving one away, but no one's actually messaged me for it. I'd like to give it away to somebody who has like a child with like a skin difficulty, if they have eczema or like psoriasis, dermatitis, anything. Please message me on my main account. I don't know if anyone has and I've just not seen it, but if you have, if you want a copy, I've got 3. I'm happy. I want to give one away, so please message me and I'll send one out. I've shipped out the makeup today to Rosie, who won the sub competition last week. I will do another sub competition this week, but do you know what? I'm just not going to tell you when it is, because then it's the people who actually come in the lives that win. Because I feel like I just kind of gave it away, didn't I? Like, oh yeah, I'm doing a sub comp tonight, and then people came and subbed. I want people who like sub to me anyway to get it. So right, let's start FYP. So I feel like I'm on this account. I feel like it's going to be brutal. Can we recreate... Mars, you're in love with me. She just wants to scissor me. Right. Who should we start with? Should we start with Angie? I don't hate Angie. I think there's like this like rumour that's going around that like I've got beef with Angie now. I haven't got beef with Angie. I'm all right with Angie. I just didn't agree with what she said, and I spoke to her about it. She said that she shouldn't have said it. She's held her hands up and apologised. And to me, that is more than most people do on this app. So I'm happy to take, like, I wasn't triggered. I wasn't like, oh my God, crying about it. But it just hit home a bit, because it's like you can't say stuff like that, even in anger. And I've spoke to her. She's fine with it. She's apologised. I had no issue with her anyway. I said in Levi's chat, didn't I? Like, Angie's not a peddler. Luke's not one because of his uncle. I'm not one because of my brother. Like, you can't have that mentality. And she knows, and she's fine. And Angie apologising is a really big thing. And I didn't have to ask for an apology. She just came and did it. So, do you know what? You've got to have respect for people when they do that. But I'm going to go at Luke now. So, let's just play the clips of what happened, obviously, so we know. So, this is what Angie said. And it's in the past. I don't care. So, I don't need outrage. Like, it's fine. Obviously, you can be outraged by it if you are. But personally, she's apologised now. When someone's holding a live about you for an hour straight, just talking about you, it gets to you, doesn't it? Like, I've been in that position. I've said things I shouldn't have said. Like, I made that comment, didn't I, about Rickster's brother. Yes, message me after, darling. I made the comment about Rickster's brother, didn't I, after his brother passed, and I should never have done that. I held my hands up and said, like, I should never have done that. But when you're angry and someone said stuff to you, sometimes you say things in the heat of the moment that you shouldn't say, and you afterwards... I even said this to Luke myself a while ago. I said, like, I've said things on live and then regretted it afterwards and thought, fucking hell, why have I said that? So I can't, what about the other side of TikTok who say the most vile things and they don't apologise? They don't care. At least, on this side, people hold themselves accountable and they say, yeah, do you know what? It was wrong. And I think Angie's learning. She's getting there now. She's realising what's right and wrong, and I have to hold my hands up to her and say, do you know what? Good on you.
Yeah,
so this is what she said.
Your uncle's a wrong'un. And you have surrounded yourself with a pedlo. You surrounded yourself with a pedlo. Ugh. You know what? I wouldn't even associate with you, Luke. I wouldn't even have my niece associate with you. Just saying I'm a wrong'un. It's funny, but guys, let me ask you a question, right? You got kids, yeah, and everything else. Would you associate with this man that he's just said his uncle's a peddler? No, you wouldn't. They bases with a wrongin'. My mum and dad weren't. My uncles weren't. My aunties weren't. But your uncle was.
Questionable, delusive Angie. Very, very questionable. I don't know what. Yeah, no contact coach. Very questionable why you want to platform these people to give them a voice.
That's
You've got zero credibility.
Thank you, JD, babe.
I know what delusive. I know more about delusive Angie than I do my own uncle.
No, I didn't.
We've never met. I don't even know what he looks like. So.
Sorry, and I got to come off because obviously what happened to Sophie, I can't. Because you did say that, and I just got the clip sent, so I got to.
What, Sophie? What's he talking about? I didn't. He's a liar, and I never said it. What's he on about?
Exactly, Bubbles.
Oh, piss off, Levi. Seriously, don't ever request me again then. Seriously, don't. Levi better not ever request me again because you know what? What you've done, Levi, is just constantly used me, yeah? I've had your back, yeah? Yeah, I've always had this man's back. They have sat there, Alicia and Luke, and implied that this is me. He said, I'm a wrong'un. Yeah, that's what you call a peddler. Yeah, that is exactly what Luke's saying. He's getting upset because he's thinking I'm saying it to him.
So to me personally, right, from this, I did say to Levi that I don't like that. I don't like that she just said that. And I said, drop now because it's going to go south because I wouldn't have kicked off. But to me personally, like, my brother is on the register. I was one of his victims. There are many other victims on here that probably used the app as well because there wasn't just me. There was 3 other girls. So to me personally, I didn't like that. And I think it was the best thing you could have done. Now, what I don't like was Luke using it as a way to one-up Angie. Going, big up Levi, big up Sophie, you've got morals. I've always had morals, Luke. You don't. Because just remember, Luke, it was only a few weeks ago that you were bigging up Corey for putting my abuser and other girls' abuser all over this app, Luke. So don't sit there going, big up, you've got morals, because you don't. And I have no issue with Angie. And I said that in the chat afterwards. I just said I can't stay and listen to this. So I left. I said, I'm going, adios, can't listen to this. So Levi texted me like, what's up? And I said, wait, what do you mean? Levi didn't even hear it. And he was like, what the fuck? She said that. And I said, yeah. So he went, oh, I'm going to drop her then because I don't want to be involved in that. So how can Luke sit there and use something I went through as a child as a way to one-up on Angie? I've got nachos stuck in my teeth. But then big up Corey for doing the same thing to me. Doesn't make sense, does it? And this is what I explained to Levi. Said that's what doesn't sit right with me, is that now he's going to try getting Angie's head, making out that we're all got it in for it. Because that's, you know, everyone knows Angie's got this like paranoia that people are just using her, which is understandable because people do. I don't use people on this app. Yeah, I won't have morals. Yeah, exactly, Linz. I won't have them anymore. They'll go. But I'm adult enough to notice when something said's wrong, speak to them privately off the app, because not everything has to be done on the app. I spoke to Angie, explained what the problem was. Thank you, Toe. Thank you, hungry guy. And then she apologised. She said, I know, I'm really sorry, I shouldn't have done it. I don't mean anything I say when I'm ranting. I just get angry. And I said, I understand, because, you know, when they're holding lives about you, they've done it to me. They hold lives about you, ranting about you. It gets you after a while, and it does. Thank you, Gizzy. I've got this bit of natural stuff in my teeth. It's bothering me. I'm not gurning like Haley. No, it's gone. But yeah, and it does really bother you, and it does, like, you've got to think, like, yeah, Angie said and done things wrong, but are we going to sit and hold lives all day about what Luke's done 2 years ago, what Red's done 2 years ago? No, because it's TikTok. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to hold grudges. Like, to me, if it was said directly to me, then yeah, I would never speak to Angie again. The same as how I am with Corey. I would never speak to Corey again after what Corey said. But it wasn't said directly to me. She was saying it to Luke. Luke was calling her a wrong'un, which in my eyes, a wrong'un is a peddler. I don't think Angie's one. I don't think Luke's one. Luke's a pony file. Remember, he's not a peddler, he's a pony file. We know what that means. That's nothing to do with children, it's horses. But I'm just not, please don't big me up, Luke, ever again, because I don't want my name in your mouth. I do not want people to think I associate with you or that you agree with me. Never agree with anything I say, Luke, because I don't like you. I don't think you have any morals whatsoever, because you were bigging up Corey and then denied it and said you didn't when we all saw the live the day after, when he went, big up Corey for everything he said on Sophie yesterday. These people have very fucking short memories. Now, and then watch, the first thing they do is all go in boxes together and fucking battle each other and start talking about it. It just makes me cringe. Like, look. What did
Everyone,
Luke say?
unfollow her.
This is why you're not a parent, because we did not get our children from their father.
Oh, this is about Alicia's mum. 1 second, we'll get to Alicia soon. Alicia's next. Oh, Shah's got him. Let me go on Shah's. Shah's got them all here. Let me get him. There we go. Thank you. Toe, what the fuck? 2,500 times.
One of the biggest wrong, and your top EQ. You know,
but Pearl, you befriended her again and were dancing in your cosy in the kitchen just a month ago. So stop fucking sitting on your moral high horse all the time as well, when you were best friends with her again a fucking month ago. This is what annoys me with these people.
Anthony Q lying thing, Angie. Shame on you. Shame on you. And that's why I do not believe not one little thing that you've ever gone through in your life. You mock grape, right? Don't say you don't. You sat there and let EQ sit, get Sheila pinned on the floor, Sheila get graped. So you mock grape, right? You mock DV. You said about, was it something about Donna? The P word in a chat. Whichever way, listen, you've done lots, and I'm sure everybody can pull videos up about you, right? I do ever believe you've ever been raped. I don't ever believe you've ever been in an abusive relationship, and I don't ever believe that anything in a lifetime has happened to you. You are vindictive to the core. I don't believe not one bit of the stories you tell on TikTok. Hi, Milo.
She's got my what? She's got my blood boiling at the moment. I've never been so angry with what she's. I'm furious.
Who just sent me that WhatsApp there? Who?
What? Who?
No.
So now Pearl, I'm getting the blame for her supporters are putting it because of what my uncle was. That I've never. I don't even know if he's still alive, Pearl. Now I'm getting the blame because he was a peddler.
Right. So how are you exactly getting the blame?
I don't even know if the man's still alive. I don't know. The last thing Sally ever heard.
Say who it was. 1 minute, Luke. Just say who it was.
Hello, Buzz. Pick up, everyone. Thank you.
1 second, Luke.
I'm waiting. I'm not going anywhere. Pearl, they're gonna come over. Thank you, everybody.
Get back to your leader. Get back to your leader. Who, in my opinion, the device is checking, because I've never seen anybody put a rapist as a profile picture.
I said the same, Pearl.
You what?
I said the same. What about his survivor or his survivors that are on this app?
Right, and what about Corey plastering who we thought was my brother, obviously, but it wasn't, and then putting pictures of my actual brother all over the app when he's got victims? Why are you not calling Corey out for that? So you've got double standards. If you've got an issue with one person, have it with all of them. How do you think I had to feel looking at pictures of my brother again after I've had nothing to do with him for fucking over a decade? Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Patricia, thank you.
Thank you, my baby.
And do you know what Levi did? I'm hearing. Do you know what Levi did? Apparently, Levi, after what she said today, apparently Levi just left and went, "Now you're out."
I was watching Luke on.
What did he do?
On my fake account, right? The exact thing that she done. She turned around and said, "Thank you."
Oh my God, Pearl watches it all on a fake account. You racist, Pearl.
Thank you, my Davey. Thank you, my baby. The exact thing that she done. She turned around and said, "You've got them in your family, I haven't, and let me tell you, it runs through the family." So basically, she was calling you one.
Yeah, she called me.
So think about it. Who was beside her but Levi? And Levi said, He must have been listening, then he turned around and he said, Angie, one of you just said she tried to backtrack. He got the video through, and I will give credit to him. Thank you, my Davy. Thank you, my baby. I'll give credit to him. He said, no, I don't condone that, Angie, because think about it. Look what happened to Sophie. And
do you know what? I don't like... Me and him are never going to get on. Me and him are never going to like each other. We're never going to be friends. But if he did do that, and you say he did, fair play.
I watched it.
Fair play to him. Because it's about time people stop being scared of these bigger creators. It's about time people call them out. You know what I mean?
Well, anybody, I'm sorry now, after what I've seen today, thank you, my FYP drama, anybody at all that's condoning what she done with that profile picture and the username, shame on you. Each and every one of you, shame on you. Sitting in a...
Now just remember, right, when my ex passed, all of these creators made comments about my ex passing, saying that they were saying justice for him, justice for him. This man abused me and another woman. Not just me, another woman in DV relationships. But they were saying justice for him. Alicia, whether it was yesterday or the day before, I don't know, said she doesn't feel why. She said when Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan died, she said, why should we care that they died when they were abusers, they were this and that? Well, you were making my ex feel like, you were basically trying to make me feel like I was the one that abused my ex, when it was clear as day it wasn't. All of you were doing it on your side and not one person stopped. Now, the thing that bothers me massively right now is that Alicia went live crying after Corey did what he did to me. She didn't the first night, but the second night when he carried it on, she went live crying. Do you remember saying something about trying to get chucked in the back of a van by someone years ago when she was younger? But now she's sat with Corey, she's bigging up Corey, she's having a laugh with Corey. So where does this end? Because when you let them behave like that and let them get away with behaving like that, that is when they then continue to do it because they think they've got away with it. Exactly, Red wrote Chelsea Savile in a chat. Alex Brigham put a picture of Angie's face on Jimmy Savile. When does it end? Because to me, nothing phases me on the internet. I don't cry about anything. I just thought that the comment Angie made was quite poor taste and she shouldn't have said it. And I spoke to about it and we're fine. There's no issue. But what is the end game here? Are we waiting for somebody to take their own life? Are we waiting for somebody to sit and do something bad and their family have to come and tell us that they're in hospital because something's happened? When does it end? Because if I call... Exactly, Nosy Lulu, that's my point. When I call something out, no one cares. But when it's the clique doing it, it's fine. But they're allowed to do whatever they want, whenever they want. But the second we call them out on their shitty behaviour, we're the bad guys. And they go, well, you did this a year ago. Well, you've also done stuff a year ago. We've all fucked up and said things wrong at some point. We're not social media trained. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just winging it. But there's going to be times where we all fuck up and no one's hands are clean in this situation. And this is why I always say, with the FYP, we talk about what's happened there and then. I've got no issue. I don't give a shit about dragging stuff up from a year ago, 2 years ago. That's then. It was dealt with then. People talked about it. We don't then weaponise that against people. Look at Zach and what they did to Zach. He makes one racist comment, which, yeah, he was wrong. He shouldn't have done. He held his hands up, shouldn't have done it. They go on about it and on about it. But what about all their lot that do the same thing? Where's the uproar when Corey did the exact same thing 5 times? They're not holding lives every day about it, bringing it up every day. We don't bring it up every day because, to be honest, what are you going to gain from just going over the same shit? People don't want to hear it all the time. But then you mention Pearl's racist and you're the worst person in the world. But the difference is she's got a conviction for it. Hers was said in malice to upset somebody of colour. Which, to me, racism is bad from any aspect. It doesn't matter if it's direct or indirect. It's bad. But to me, personally, I think it's worse when you're saying it as a way to offend somebody. Exactly. And I will not listen to the clique trying to call anybody racist, trying to call out anybody for saying things about disabilities, saying things about anything, because at least one of them has done something. and they've condoned it on their part. They're absolutely fine with it. So to me personally, it's fair game now. You can't call people out on things that you've done. I don't think Pearl has ever said sorry to Shep. No, she stands on it. The thing is, I remember when Kimbo put the video on and it was like a compilation of all of them. And she did it like 5 times in different, said it to Devon, said it to other people. They're going on at people about NFAs and stuff. They constantly bring up Levi's NFA for stalking, which he never got charged for because there wasn't evidence of him doing it. When it was on his phone, the supposed stalking, they would have seen it and gone, yeah, that's enough for a charge. It wasn't. It was him upset because his ex had gone and got pregnant, like, while they were still talking. And he was obviously angry and had kicked off and was messaging her. That's all it was. They're making out that, like, he was sat outside her house with fucking binoculars. But then Devon has an NFA for gang raping because essentially there was 2 people. They don't speak on that. How can you have Devon sat in a box preaching about grape when he's got a fucking NFA for it? It just doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. The hypocrisy from it all. He's not the spokesperson for fucking grape. Bloody hell. In my opinion, purely, enough of an accusation like that, which would not have enough evidence, because it was happened in the night, no previous contact, no contact afterwards. It was after a night out, back somewhere. She rang the police in the morning when she woke up. To me, personally, that's enough for me to believe her. I don't care. I'll always believe her. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Like, I know, I'll always believe victims. And I don't go questioning people's... To me, personally, I don't think we should question anything. No one should have to prove they've been through DV. No one should have to prove they've been through any kind of SA or anything like that. Why should people have to prove it? And that's just my personal opinion. I know others will disagree, but it is literally, Rebecca, yeah, it's TikTok. It is just TikTok. Do I give a shit if people believe anything I say? No. Am I going to lose sleep over it? No. I don't care. I really could not care less. Because, sorry, but some random old lady who sits in Luke's live saying I'm a liar, am I losing sleep? No. Like, can these people... Like, I've had a couple of days off from this, right? And I've seen everything. Like, I get brought up in arguments. They've got nothing to do with me. And they're like, well, Sophie, this... Leave me out of it, thank you. I have got nothing to do with these arguments. Take it up with the people who have actually done it. Like, it drives me insane. Like, it's just TikTok. They're honestly, like, poor Zach, yeah, I spoke to Zach today. I had a catch. I bring Zach every few days just to check in on him and make sure he's okay. And, like, because obviously I know everything that goes on with Zach. He tells me everything, bless him. And, like, he just gets brought into drama. He's got nothing to do with. He doesn't get involved with this side of TikTok. He reacts to clips and he gets called out for it. Like, what the fuck? He's just reacting. It's insane. And I'm just sitting and, like, watching these people crash out on the daily. Thank you, Jules. Like, it's embarrassing. I get secondhand embarrassment watching these people. And then something kicked off yesterday with Daz. I've got no issue with Daz. Daz is in my agency on one of his accounts. I don't know which one. But he's in my agency. But I just can't understand the whole, like... You talked about my kids. You doxed where I'm from. Well, let's just get one thing straight, right? You just speaking is doxing where you're from anyway. Because, you know, you can tell I'm from Yorkshire. Because I've got a Yorkshire accent. Do you know what I mean? If you've got a Birmingham accent, we know you're from Birmingham. Like, it's not that deep. Like, they're just, everyone will jump on it. All, like, the clique will jump. If they see someone beefing someone from our side, the clique will all jump on it and act like they're their friend. But the difference is that Levi sat and told people to go to Daz's live. He's promoted him. He's helped him out. He probably just doesn't even know that because I've asked Levi to do that because he's in my agency. I don't know which account, but one of them is. But I want to help him either way because he's a creator that essentially is managed by me. So, yeah, I want to help him out. So I've asked Levi to help promote him and send people to his lives, which he has done. I'm just trying to... It's like you can't win for fucking... No matter what you do, you can't win. It's crazy. But I feel this is just TikTok to me. So like I things bothering when all you can do is literally just swipe off the app and come off it. Why does my light keep doing that? I don't know. Like you can literally just swipe off the app and that's it. Get on with your day. Like I always do. When I have like a shitty few days and like it all gets a bit much, I just take a bit of time off. It's just insane. James, I don't know who you are, but you're on a 00 account. So, like, I can't really take what you say for words. It's not really, I can't take it for gospel. Anyway, let's carry on.
Was your granddad a rapist?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with her. There's something wrong with her where you have to go that dark. You have to go that evil.
Didn't she once though? And she was drunk. She wasn't. She was talking about a man, and she went, "I can't tell you what happened in my life, but all I'm saying is about something about. I'm sure it was a mum's dad. It was a mum's dad. I'm sure it was. And then she said it was a joke. Exactly. So who's going to joke about one of your relations doing that to you? A granddad, that's right, a mum's dad.
Well, what's happened to her though? Because when she was doing,
over her life,
do you think she's drunk the TikTok Kool-Aid? And do you think she thinks
because that, Luke?
Well, we all do, Pearl. Pearl, do you not believe though that when she was doing her debates and stayed away from FYP? And
that was the best she ever was.
And why but what is the reason she's gone downhill? Is it money? Is it views?
I'll tell you exactly what it was.
Tell me, darling.
She started where all the drama was going on, then she sat there and thought, well, all this drama's getting people in. Hey, my unknown TikTok, another F page. Everybody, please make sure you're following all of these up. And when you see any of the posts, please like, comment, and repost them. That's how it's getting.
Lauren, Patricia, Savage Sticks, Donna. Oh, it's gone.
You're welcome.
Donna, Rose, Suzette, Susie, the nun. Thank you all, guys. Pop your number 2. Big up.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, pop your number 2.
Oh, well done.
Make that delusive. Get Jojo. Get your bank account going.
Thank you, everybody.
See, I don't get why they bring Jojo into everything as well. I had this issue when they were doing it to Zia all the time. They were all going at Zia. Like, they do it. Anyone that gifts someone quite heavily, they target them. And I don't get it. Jojo goes live every so often. She sends gifts to Angie. So what? Zia barely even goes live, sends me gifts and gets slated for it. Anybody, yeah, they did it to Alice. They've done it to Simba now as well. Anyone that gifts us, but they never do it to Michelle. You know, Michelle who gifts men for attention. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. We've got women supporting women on this side and they hate it. And they can't deal with it. Yeah, John Chelsea, yeah, all of them. They all just get targeted. And then it makes people not want to support people on this app anymore because they're scared they're going to get fucking grief for it. They're scared they're going to get doxxed. They're scared they're going to get loads of shit. Like, people shouldn't have to feel like they can't use a free app out of fear that people are going to out all their personal info. Yep, Sharon too. Yeah, I forgot about Sharon actually because I've not seen her for a while. Like, how dare they give them? They're a wrong-un. Well, how dare people gift you because you've done shitty things too? But some people are adult enough to learn that people can grow from it and not make the same mistake again. Your side keep repeatedly making the same mistakes over and over and don't fucking learn from it.
So the drinks went to her head. She's sitting in there like, you know, one of these people that...
Thank you, Lauren.
You know, like if you're in a mental asylum, and this is the only way, and this is the only way I'm trying to describe it, do not take this the wrong way. You know, I don't know the main nations. If you're in a mental asylum and then they say to you, we don't think that there's anything wrong with you, but we want to release you. And then they start saying, no, I can't go out, keep me here. That's how she's got in her head. I'm not calling her mental.
Do you think she's an actress?
Big style.
You think everything she's doing is an act?
Listen, she tells everybody she can't go out the room. She's got anxiety things, but she can go to Morrison's. She can stand and shout at people in the street.
Okay, so mental health, right? And I'm going to be real here because I've been there in that position before where I didn't leave the house and I was in a state. You don't pick and choose. You have good days, you have bad days. Some days you'll just find you've got a burst of energy and you want to take on the world. Other days you don't want to leave the bed. That's how it works at Pearl. I don't know what your life is like or what kind of upbringing you've had for you to behave and act the way you do, but to me, you can't turn off being racist.
She can get herself to a pub, one that she's not bad out of.
How can she have anxiety when she went out to that protest on camera? Do you remember?
Yeah,
she literally walked with thousands. Oh, I wouldn't be able to do that. Walk with thousands.
She said her mum sent her to acting school, so of course.
Thank you, Patricia. Thank you.
It's our unbelievable ballerina. She's even been to ballet classes. I don't know where at, like, but she's even been to ballet classes. Levi now just sent to Lulu a message. But listen, nobody wants them to fall out. All we're saying is big up Levi for dropping when she was saying what she was saying.
Listen. Pearl, he'll be back in her box cam-toing tomorrow morning, right? I'm not bothered about that. It's the fact of the whole of TikTok, he made a stand and he left and
These are the kind of people that'll kick off at someone for using a disabled toilet who's not in a wheelchair. This is the energy it gives.
He said, I don't agree with that. And Sophie even put in the comments, Delusive's not a pedlo, which we know. Luke's not, and neither am I because of what my uncle did to me. So I don't like Sophie.
Not my uncle, my brother, but okay.
But fair play. Listen, they've made a stand.
Nobody wants them to fall out, but what you just said, good on them for dropping from the box when she said that. To know she can't get away with that.
Yeah, absolutely, Pearl. Thank you, everyone.
See you in her chat. Supporting her now, calling you bullies. Oh, we'll see you. We'll blend with her.
No one's bothered about CA. No one's bothered about CA. CA ran a 2.5 week hate campaign on Delusive Angie. So CA, you're the biggest flip-flop. And DQ, CA, you're the biggest flip-flop. I will not respect someone that pretends to be their daughter. So when you can put your face on camera, Canadian Angie, and prove who you are, then you can have an opinion.
And you know, Luke, I don't respect someone whose dad went to prison for rug dealing. And I think that's the real reason you wanted everything all hush hush and quiet, because you knew that EQ was onto something with you. So I did some digging myself and I found the news article. So I don't respect someone who is a rug dealer and potentially puts loads of people in danger. And, you know, to me, after what happened to my ex, he was an avid user and eventually ended up losing his life. And I don't blame me. I blame the person who dealt him everything and sold everything to him. So now I'm going to show you all the news article. So I've been sat on this for weeks. So here you've got, this was in 2009, guys. So it's on East Anglian Daily Times, 2 charged after police raids. It was in 2009, so from the age it works out, John Lawler's 46 here, so it would make him 65 now, which would kind of add up, wouldn't it, for the ages? So I'm pretty sure, you know, it says, John Lawler, 46 of Howard de Walden Way, was charged with possession of, and is due before Bury magistrates on April the 14th. So this was in, where was it? Newmarket, which is Howard de Walden Way. Newmarket. Oh, look where Luke used to live. And Lawler's not oftenly spelt like that. So there you go, 4th of April 2009. So I believe that this is Luke's dad. So I can't ever support somebody who's done that with what's happened in my personal life. What kind of person would I be to condone that? Because to me, they're the worst kind of unalivers going, because they get away with it every single time they do it. Because for some reason, the police can just never find out who it was that sold it to them. But I believe that Luke gets his KET maybe off his father, and that's why he's always got the sweats. So there you go, guys. Now, Luke, stop using things that I went through, you, anybody else on your side of TikTok, as a way to one-up people. because I always have something under my fucking belt waiting for the right time, and that was the perfect time to do it, because don't you dare try use what I went through as a child as a way to one-up Delusive Angie, because it will never fucking work with me and it'll never wash. There you go, Luke. That's what you didn't want to come out, wasn't it? Because I knew when EQ had said he were pedo, and we knew that he was like, my dad's not. But there was a reason Luke's not spoke to his dad for years. Oh, that must be why. But then he changed it to barely speaks to him. So he does still speak to him. And I think, personally, I think they are the worst kind of unalivers, because they get away with it every single time.
We need a summer talent show.
Oh, thank you, Levi. Thank you. So they are the silent unalivers, and that's the problem. I will put the article on my story if Luke doesn't address it first, but it's definitely him. He calls me cokey all the time when I am sober. I barely drink. I don't do anything like that. Hayley Comet tried doing the same thing. We've all got pasts. We've all done things we regret when we're younger. We learn from it, we grow from it. But to use that against people when that's what your own dad did for a living, or probably still does now he's out. Thank you. And I do believe it is his dad. I had a nosy, and you know, everyone got Facebook back in like 2010, didn't they? His dad didn't come to Facebook until way after that, so which would have been after the sentence was over. All the oldies had Facebook back then. I did some research to make sure I definitely thought it was him. Asked around as well with people that know him, and they've said, yep, I'm pretty sure that is him with the ages. It all adds up. So, bring it, Luke.
I feel unhappy. I feel so sad. I've lost the best friend.
Justice for everyone's ears right now. I like that Lucy's used an Ozzy Osbourne song as a way to try win a competition. Nice try, Lucy.
She's my baby.
Look at Angie's face.
I love her so. But it's too late.
If he's been buried already, he'll be rolling round in that grave.
Now I've let her go. We're going through changes.
Let's skip that. There we go.
Don't do this tonight. Don't pretend you didn't leave me for something new. When I loved you, you made your bed.
This is to you, Luke.
So lying it, you made your bed. So lying it. I'm over you. So lying it.
Thank you, Moxie.
So lying it.
You know what? I think Talia's song is something. Yeah, I'd listen to Talia's song more than I'd listen to Lucy's song. I think, you know,
Thank
Lucy's
you,
song
Anne.
isn't her own song as it is.
Very like, because of the situation at the moment as well, it's very like mourning, isn't it?
Yeah, I think because he's passed.
Yes, if you all search Bless Talia, have a look at a post and give it a like. I'd much appreciate that. Then it would give her a chance to win the competition, please. Even if you don't like Talia, right? I know she's in the most toxic relationship on TikTok, and I laugh about that with her, so she won't mind me saying that. But please just like it so Lucy don't win, even if you don't like her. Because we don't want Lucy to win. Fucking hell, it's the worst thing ever. But at the end of it, she'll go on about it for about a year. She'll be like, I won a TikTok competition. So like it, comment and repost it, get some engagement on it, okay guys? Right, let's go on to this one. Where's the one I wanted to play? Oh shit, I'm not even on my clips. I'm just on Charles' page. What the fuck? I was thinking I don't remember saving that clip.
Did you win there at their dads?
Big up everyone. Unfollow her.
This is why you're not a parent, because we did not get our children from their fathers at 2 in the morning.
It's a good thing they're at your dads, isn't it? Because, you know,
They're not at my dad's, it's their dad's.
showing on TikTok then.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, Angie.
And just remember when you're speaking about people in people's families, because you're not that bright. A lot of you, Levi, Delusive Angie, you're not that bright.
Yeah, so Luke's put a post on saying, imagine a ruggie out in another ruggie. I'm not. I think it's quite clear. You can tell that when someone's on it. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite clearly not. But you've just confirmed that that's your dad. But he's not just a ruggie, is he? He dispenses it. He sells it to people and leaves children without fathers and mothers, leaves families broken. So that's the difference, Luke. So make sure your hands are clean and your family's whiter and white.
Okay? Just remember, when you're going on about people in the families and doing stuff to people in the families, just remember that you're close to somebody that happened to.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Just remember. Okay? Just remember. Any videos on Delusive Angie, tag the filler page, please.
Kids were here, they'd be asleep.
Yeah, why you
This is why you can't talk on
Lauren.
shouting on TikTok?
You've got no idea.
Keep on following her, guys. Keep on following her.
Be a good parent like your mother.
So there,
Sorry?
there.
So
she
just
goes,
remember as well, every day when he goes on it, Zach calls him Zach the Crack, Zach on crack. Just remember this when he just says things about other people. Because he admitted himself in his own admission a few weeks ago when EQ was talking about his dad. I barely speak to him. I don't speak to him much. So you still speak to him.
my mother. I haven't mentioned her father. I haven't mentioned her mother. I've said there's awareness post because of what you've put up as your profile picture, which is a convicted rapist who got 7 years. His victim said no 107 times. That was caught on camera. And then she said about my children, and then she said about my mother. And then I lost my shit.
Am I going to, what do you mean, like your mother was with you?
Hello, Lou.
Why are you doing that, Angie?
Well, I'm just wondering.
Why are you doing that, Angie?
Because what she's trying to do is hurt somebody. Because she's a despicable woman and because she has nothing in life and she sits in a bedroom and she doesn't even have a wash right. You can smell her through the camera. That's how bad she is. She's trying to hurt you, Alicia. So she's doing what she's doing, Alicia. She's trying to hurt you by mentioning your mother. Yeah. She's trying to...
A couple of weeks ago, Alicia was in Luke's live and started just randomly talking about my mum, saying your mum doesn't love you. My mum does love me, Alicia. She loves me a lot. And my mum breathes oxygen.
To hurt you by mentioning your mother. This is how bad it is.
I've never once said anything about Alicia's unalive relatives. Never once said a single thing. And she just randomly started talking about my mum. My mum's got nothing to do with this on TikTok. She watches it. She thinks it's hilarious, some of the drama when I send it to her. She loves it. She loves me. She loves my kids. She loves it. My mum loves everybody around her. She just got married a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know why you're just randomly bringing my mum in saying my mum doesn't love me. What? She very much so does, Alicia. And they all allow it. So
it's funny how
then they sit there and hold their lives going, you can't talk on people's parents, but then allow somebody else to do it. I actually stuck up for Alicia when that Stell was posting pictures of her unalive mum and grandma. I got them all in a box. We was going on at Stell, calling him names. We were doing all sorts. We were saying, we was all in full defence of her. And I didn't even like Alicia at the time. And I still defended her because that's my morals and where they stand. But don't piss me off.
If your comments don't agree with her filled with people who hate her. Interesting on that. So that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to, because she's fallen off, right? She's trying to get into an argument with Alicia and trigger Alicia. But do you know what? It's fair game. Anybody that wants to mention her father from now on, it's fair game. So if anybody, I won't be telling anybody anymore, oh, don't mention her dad. Don't talk about her father. I won't be saying that anymore. You just do whatever you want. She mentions Alicia's mum to try and trigger her. You mention her dad. Simple as that. What's good for the goose that, and the police will say,
I've got him blocked. I don't want to watch him because he'll just be shouting and screaming and crying. I'm sure he'll be tagged in a clip shortly. Someone record it, get me some clips to react to, because I can't listen to him shouting and screaming. It gives me a headache.
I pray to God the police ring me about Delusive Angie. Please ring me and I will send them everything she's done and said. Please ring me.
Exactly, Ella.
Give my number, Angie. You've got it. Give my number to the police and I'll speak to them. And they'll know everything.
Why are you doing that?
Well, you've got to say about me. This is why you're
Look at your behaviour.
You're talking about
Look at your behaviours.
Let me tell you
Look
something.
at your behaviour.
My platform.
Let me tell you something fucking wrong.
She can chat on my uncle. I don't care. I don't care if she I don't know the man. I don't.
Do you notice how they all go for Angie when she's had a drink as well? It's like they wait for her to be like in a vulnerable position and then they all go for her. Because the last few weeks she's not really drank. And then as soon as she does, they all jump on it and they all go for her because they know she'll do something controversial and she won't be able to bite her tongue and she'll just lose it. And to me, that is like abusive behaviour. Like if that was someone's partner doing it to a woman, we'd be calling it out and we'd be saying like, what the fuck? Like you wait until they're in a vulnerable position to then go at her. Like, we would be calling that out straight away and saying that is wrong, like, that is DV, that's that. So why is it okay when it's strangers on TikTok who want to bully her? Like, I'm just getting sick of it now.
I don't know what the man looks like. She can talk. She uses things to attack people. But it doesn't bother me because I don't know him, I've never met him. So if she wants to talk on my uncle, you let Rick start.
Exactly, Angie's cut out on her drinking. Luke drinks every day. Why are we not calling Luke out and calling him an alcoholic? Why are we not saying nasty things about him? Because it's all right when it's him, because he's in the clique. It's all right when they're all drunk every day and they're drinking buzz balls and they're in a state. But when it's Angie, it's an issue when she does it at the weekend. Like most people do anyway. How many of you, when your children go to the dads, or if you don't have kids or you've got partners or whatever to look after them, how many of you go out and let your hair down on a weekend? The difference is Angie's in a room and she's on her own and she wants company when she does it.
In your life who doxed Linz. You became friends with Rickster and Talia after they doxed your best mate. You've got no credibility. You've got zero credibility. I don't know these. I know what Delusive. I know more about Delusive Angie than I do my own uncle. We've never met. I don't even know what he looks like. So that failed epically, didn't it?
You're sitting there talking, saying that I'm a nonce and you're going to share me on these awareness pages.
Share her an awareness.
Awareness pages. You're a pedo. You're a nonce.
Awareness pages. Don't take it down. Do not take it down. Awareness pages. Just put in your opinion. At the start of your awarenesses on Delusive Angie, put, in my opinion, from her actions, she can't do nothing. Can't do a single thing because it's your opinion.
Exactly. Oh, there's on you.
Bitch, no baby having belly, bitch.
Oh, Pedlo and I'm a nonce.
No, and just what I mean.
Well, she does have pedlos in her boxes to talk to.
We'll speak because you said they're calling me a
So did you hear that? So I obviously did the right thing today and said, no, we don't say stuff like that when Angie did it. But Luke did it himself. Because when they were saying about Angie being a peddler and an N-word, he said, well, she does have him in a box. So you're trying to insinuate there, Luke, that Angie is one because she associated with them. Because that's what I got from that. I don't know if you guys picked up on that. We'll listen to it again.
My opinion, from her actions, she can't do nothing. Can't do a single thing because it's your opinion.
Exactly. Oh, there's on you.
Bitch, no baby having belly, bitch.
Oh, Pedlo and I'm a nonce.
No, and just what I mean.
Well, she does have pedlos in her boxes to talk to.
Now, can we stop with the constant hypocrisy all the fucking time? Because you've already done it as well yourself to Angie. She did it back to you. It doesn't make it right. And I had it out with Angie about it. I spoke to her about it. I called her and said, it's not okay. Don't do that. She apologised to me. She held her hands up and said I was in the wrong. When have you, Luke, ever once held your hands up and said I shouldn't have said that? Never once have you done that. You are an absolute monster. and you deserve the worst.
Will speak because you said they're calling me.
We're going 23 Lexington Road
Oh,
tomorrow. We're going to
I can't listen to him anymore. It gives me a headache. Oh, actually, yeah, I've got one more clip where he's talking about our anti-TikToker.
To you for calling it out though, Chippy, but Chippy, I'm not interested in one thing. He is probably one of... I've never known somebody... I get Packet. I get why Packet is supporting them, because Packet wants a platform. So I understand what Packet's doing, right? But this guy, the bias... Like, if you had to say the most...
Who's Packet? Pockers?
Yeah, Chippy, you're right. So... Oh, you're drinking a cock? I can't wait to get out. I can't wait. Big up for the subs. Pin my subs. Pin all new subs.
Why is it called him Packet?
Just be irregular with me.
So why has every reference got to have something to do with rugs? It's his upbringing. I'm telling you, it's his upbringing, guys. This man, if we can call him that, he was dragged up. He wasn't brought up. He wasn't cared for or loved by his parents. He was dragged up. He was a child benefit baby. It's so obvious. They just wanted the £20 a week for him.
From Harry Potter. You know, he'd just be irrelevant. I've never known someone on this app so biased. I've never known someone on this app so biased that you go, well, she said this about me. Well, prove it. It's all over the FYP. What do you think we've been arguing about for the last 6 months? Yeah, well, you've got to prove what she said. Michelle, get pinned. Thank you, Michelle, darling. Michelle, I followed you back, just Shell.
Why? You what? Because you're a coward.
Get him, Chippy.
And can you change that cladding off the top of your roof, whether it's a shed or your kitchen or whatever it is, because it's hideous?
I'd say the cladding on the top of his head, really. But anyway.
Chippy, let's see your house when you're calling other people out on what their houses look like. Let's see your house, Chippy. Because you've always got a green screen behind you. You're a single dad. I bet you've never even picked up the fucking Hoover. Go fund me to get him a Henry.
Wait, oh. Chippy's fired shot Packet took my sub money, then blocked me. Oh, Miss Sparkles, you can do a refund, darling.
Cowardly man.
Yeah, absolute coward.
Quite honestly, if I said any more...
Hagrid!
I'd think I'm bullying you.
That's the thing, they all have to go personal. They all have to insult their homes, things like that. Top Girl did it to me, saying, my home's probably a mess, I'm on TikTok. I'm never on fucking TikTok. I come on a night for a couple hours. My house is spotless. Anyone who's been to my house or seen my house when I'm on video calls with my friends, I'm a clean freak. I see a bit of dust and I'm bleaching the whole house after a bit of dust. Like, I can't cope with it. It's crazy.
No matter what you say about Chippy, he puts his face on camera and he stands by what he says and then he apologises when he's wrong. Chippy's not a coward in my eyes. I don't know his past. I don't know what he's done in the past on TikTok or what he said in the past. I'm judging Chippy on what I know of Chippy because me and Chippy didn't get on for a long time. Chippy is not a coward. Yeah, he puts his face on camera. He's not like you. He looks up. He's not like you. Oh, you know, well, she said this. No, she didn't. Prove it.
This is Chippy who doxed a care home full of vulnerable old people on live and called them on live for everyone to hear who he was calling, what area it was in. Potentially put vulnerable old residents at risk. Well done, Chippy. You are. Give him a Nobel Peace Prize. He's amazing.
Mate, you are a wet wipe and an art. You offer TikTok nothing. You offer TikTok absolutely nothing to do your videos to impress Evil Queen.
Which, by the way, one of my mods does work for CQC and she did report it because she said it's very dangerous for him to do that and the police will probably get involved. Yeah, and his kid was racist.
How sad. Jodie, get pinned! Thank you, Jodie. To you for calling it out though, Chippy, but Chippy, I'm not interested in one thing. He is probably one of...
Right, let's see what else we've got next. So we've got... Oh, Chippy apologising to Paige.
I spoke with... I spoke with other people as well. And I'll say it again because Paige is in the room. I am sorry, Paige. When I've looked at it, I can see what an arse I was. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm apologising for how I behaved because it wasn't right. The whole thing was a shit show. And all I can say is I will make sure that sort of stuff doesn't happen again. So I maybe were a bit hasty with dropping you when I did. I should have maybe just left you in the box. That's my mistake. I should have left you in the box and dealt with it later. And the way I can only correct that is, well, like I did, I put a post up and showed that you didn't say what you said. Thanks, Paige.
No, but like with you, Chippy, I had a conversation with you off the app.
You had a conversation as well, yeah.
Hello.
And I think that is the best way to deal with you, because then you can have that one-on-one conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't mind being told when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And you know, like I spent all day yesterday being ashamed of how I spoke to Paige, so.
Yeah.
So.
The thing is, so now looking at it,
He wasn't ashamed. He didn't care. Justice for Paigey. Do you know why he's apologised? Because the rest of the clique will have made him. Because you've got to remember, Alicia is actual real life friends with Paigey, so she must have been a bit stuck in the middle there. And I was surprised that she didn't say anything in his box, because I thought normally Alicia is the one that says the most, but she said nothing. They've told him behind the scenes, you need to apologise to her because it doesn't look good.
We should all shut up.
You wouldn't wait all weekend. You'd apologise after you did it. If you felt bad, you'd have apologised. You wouldn't sat and thought about it for days. Fuck off. That don't wash with me.
You, the main people that were involved in this, have had that conversation. The focus was you and Paige. And I do personally think if other people want to have conversations about what's affected them and blah, 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 that's different. But we should be sitting there now going for Paige and saying how we felt she was treated, because at the end of the day, you guys have had that. And that's it.
Like, to me, Angie said what she said tonight, and then she's apologised straight afterwards. I found that apology a lot more believable than someone who apologises a weekend after.
Like I said, I spoke last night on. If people were in my live last night, you know, I asked my mods to like take more control for me in the room, etc., etc. You know, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do now.
At the end of the day, comments are going to get missed. There's no, like, we're not.
Courtney, I'll explain. Right, I use Studio, right? And Studio, I'm not making excuses, but Studio, when I'm looking at the videos, I'm watching them with you. I don't watch all the videos first and then play them. I watch them with you. So I'm concentrating on the video. I'm concentrating on people in the boxes, listening to the conversation. I'm not even looking at the comments half the time. And when sometimes on Studio, it does stop and speeds up. And the more you get in the room, the more it goes, the quicker it goes, and I just don't see all the comments.
Yeah. Oh my god, I think he's blaming the mods.
But at the same breath, I'm going to say this: mods are going to get distracted. People are shouting and screaming. There's drama happening.
When you see the replay, Courtney, when you see the replay, if you look, my head's down all the time because I just didn't want that conversation, that how it were going.
Yeah.
It were pissing me off how it were going. So that's maybe why I got a bit more passionate and aggressive about it.
I
apologise for that.
Moving forward, I would just say, if someone in your box is saying that the comments are coming at them, that's the moment.
I've had mods to take control and drop the boxes if they think it's out of control.
Yeah.
I've blocked you all.
Like, in my opinion, there's a difference between going at someone and disagreeing with their opinion to personal attacks in the comments. Do you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I think the personal attacks need to be what needs to be looked at. You can't stop people from someone's opinion, but you can stop the personal attacks, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no matter which way you're going to go in, you're going to get a personal attack, because that's what people do, and that's what people.
No, but I mean, in terms of like the attacks that were going to Paige in that live, they were bringing up her kids and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying.
Well, do you know? Okay, I still, when I was looking back on the replay, I haven't watched the whole replay. I've watched a bit with Paige involved. But beforehand and stuff, I haven't looked at all the comments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't looked at all the comments.
But like I said, like Connie said, like obviously Paige is accepted your apology and stuff like that, and the final at the end of it, I was just pissed off at the way she was treated and how upset she became over it all.
And I get that. But,
was it you that posted the clip to prove that Paige never said it?
Yeah.
So Paige obviously did, it's just because obviously...
Look at my little baby hairs. Look at them. I could, like, gel them and make them all curly. They're so cute. What the hell?
Did come across it, but I wasn't sure if it was you. I didn't really look at who posted it.
I know you're with Chippy on this, but I've even pulled him up and said it's wrong, and I'm his friend.
Yeah.
So you saying I think he's fair with everyone, that this is the problem.
There you go. So that's why he apologised. He even admitted it. I'm his friend, and I even pulled him up on it and said it was wrong. That's why he did it, because all his friends were turning on him, not because he genuinely felt sorry for what he did to Paige. And I hope Paige never forgives him, because to me, if you were sorry, you'd do it. You'd say it straight away. You don't wait until 3 days later. So I'm going to sneeze. So I don't believe anything that any of them say. I think they're all liars. Let's get on to the eggs.
What Red's house looks like, I don't know. Is it her house?
Apparently so, according to all of these lot.
Yeah, but how would you guys know, though?
But how would EQ get the video?
I don't.
I sent EQ the video. I was sent the video from a burner account on Instagram, which I can prove if these people want evidence, but to be honest, I don't think anyone has to prove anything. I got sent the video and I sent it to EQ and I said, oh my God, look what I've been sent. And she was like, oh my God, and then she put it on a story. So EQ had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. I just got sent it. So God knows who did it, but big up them for doing it.
No, maybe the people that did it uploaded a video.
If it was you, reveal yourself immediately in my DMs. I won't out you.
Or she got it sent to her. Or she arranged it.
I don't know if they were throwing eggs or stones, though.
No, it's eggs. You can hear the cracking, it's eggs. Thank God.
Yeah, to be fair, when EQ put it on a story and then we was watching it, we was like, what the hell? Like, we thought it was stones at first. We were like, someone's gone and lobbed stones at our house, what the fuck? And then we realised that if you listen carefully, you can hear the crack. It is defo eggs.
I don't know if that's her house. I have no clue.
Get eggs, Red.
It looks like
I don't know where she lives. I don't know anything.
I thought it was stones
and there was a big bush in the corner, so I think it is.
She never said anything.
No, before when somebody went there, remember Ems? Somebody went to Miss Red's before, and the same day I got somebody to do Ems's house.
Uh-huh. You guys are all fucking weird, man. Oops. I don't know why you guys do this. I don't know why you guys think it's funny. I don't know. I really don't.
Has anything to do with Ems, I'll just lay it out straight. There's going to be bricks going through his.
Now, I said it's very convenient how Red's got egged and Elusive Angie's got egged. I don't know if it was the same night, because I don't know what exact night it was done. I was just sent the video, so fuck knows when it actually was. And when I messaged the account saying, when was this? They never replied to me. So fuck knows. But I've got the video and EQ's got the video, because I sent it to EQ, because I was like, oh my God, is this Red's house? Like, what the fuck? Because at first, and then I obviously looked at the clips of like when they had a house up on the screen, and I was like, oh my God, it is her house. It looks exactly like it. But I believe Corey did it to Marcus M's house first, so potentially maybe Corey set it up. I think Corey's turning on the click very slowly. He's just taking his time. He's playing the long game. Thank you, guys.
Or Chelsea Harwood. I'll say it publicly, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know, Corey.
See what comes out. Go on, carry on anyway, carry on.
Thank you for the stars, guys.
I'll see you in a bit, sugar tits.
All right, bye, Corey.
No, because me and EQ were like evaluating the video. It could be an old video, God knows, but has she come live and said that it happened or not? I don't know.
All right, love.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
What Red's house looks like, I don't know.
So God knows when it was, but I was like, what the fuck when I got sent it? I can't sit on something like that and just like feel like it's all on me, so I had to share it with someone else. But then I felt bad that EQ got the blame for it, because I was like, what the fuck, I sent her it. So, and everyone, I saw when she said it on live when she got Satan's daughter to say like, you received that on WhatsApp from Sophie, and she was like, everyone's like, oh, she's phoned Sophie. And I was like, I don't care. I would not tell someone something if I didn't care if it got out. I didn't do it, so why would I care? Like, I just sent it because I thought I was like, oh, that's wild. And I couldn't sit on that on my own, so I had to tell someone. Right, we've got some videos on Prince Brat. I got sent them earlier. He has messaged me and said that he put... What did he put? I'll read you what he put first before I play him. He said... He put, hey, just let you know the clips that people are sending to you are heavily out of context. It's a bunch of ex-mods and a troll account who stalked me for over a year now and grouped together. So I don't know about that. So we're going to watch him.
Makes perfect sense. It does.
You get it? Now you're going to get it. Now you're going to get it. You asked for it now.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, maybe you need that.
You asked for it now. You're going to lie about us, you're going to get what you're lying about.
Yeah. But no, so you actually asked about, you were explaining exactly why you did why you said what you said. And the moment you made sense of it, no, we don't want to hear that. No, don't you talk like that. No, get out of my life. Somebody block him. Oh my God, you old bat. Calm the fuck down. Seriously? Seriously.
Who's he talking about here?
Like, you have so many dusty ass cobwebs on your fucking pussy hole. It is unbelievable, because if you were getting laid, you wouldn't be up there chatting that shit. But you're not.
Jamie, get out of there. Have you not got a surgery to go to?
Who's that?
Jamie.
Jamie? Oh my God, dude, that girl is so fucking stupid. Like, seriously. Like, you know, honestly, it's one thing to hate other people, but to hate yourself so much that you need to cut up your genitals to make yourself feel better is fucking crazy.
Is Jamie trans by any chance? Is Jamie a trans man or trans woman? Oh, wow. Now I say this, you know, I've said this to all people who have been transphobic, that when you are trans to one person, when you're transphobic to one person, you're transphobic to the whole community.
Asylum. You need to be in a fucking asylum, you
I'm done being nice to these people.
Jamie,
if you're going to lie about us like this, we're going to do exactly what you're saying. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I'm done being nice. I don't care anymore. You know, they want to go to the FYP shows. I'll give you something to fucking put on an FYP. Makes perfect sense. It does.
You get it? Now you're going to get it.
Wow. Let me find, there's another one from before as well that's a bit, can't find it. Here.
Dresses, but how dare you play a game show? How dare you?
Oh, MJ, it's Effie and Teeth and all of that other miscreant piece of shit crews. They're over in another FYP host live trying to be relevant, exposing all of Alex's private messages, all of our Discord stuff, everything that they think. And what's crazy is they outed themselves. Like, Jag actually outed Effie for being Alice in TikTok Land.
Effie, you sent me 3, didn't you? Oh.
That's crazy.
Sorry, old lady. Sorry. Go take your medication.
Yeah, no, seriously, she needs to go back to the nursing home.
Go get that pacemaker recharged.
You know what's crazy? What's actually just so crazy, babe, is that you went up there super respectful and you were explaining what was happening. No, I don't want to hear. Get my back to block him. Oh, lady, you are gonna have a heart attack. Calm down. It is literally an FYP show. Calm down.
Why are you doing this at the age of 95? Enjoy your life.
But
if Jack's 95, so it's good for 95.
You know what's crazy? It's all going off the back of fucking T and Effie, and they're all trying to be relevant.
Why are you talking so much about Sarah, you obsessed people? You weirdos. You creeps.
Yeah, going in there and going in on Sarah like that. And you know what's crazy is they made a video about Sarah mocking her, just making fun of her, but they didn't want to talk about what the video was. They wanted to talk about a screenshot that Sarah sent, or somebody sent to Sarah, and the way she replied to it because she was clapping back. What the fuck are you on?
Yeah, like, you didn't want to let me explain the relevance because you want to hide about what the account is.
Yeah,
that's why you dropped me. Because people don't sit well with people who dox people's children and dox people and accuse people of being pedos for fun. Because the people who are accusing hiding behind the screens are usually the ones who are. Because you guys are the ones who have that thought in your head to begin with. Sorry.
Everything.
But anyone who platforms that lady
Who's Austin's bestie? I don't think I've seen this person before.
Is a doxing enabler, abusing kids enabler.
Oh, it's Cowboy.
A stalker enabler. That puts you in that category instantly. And Louise, the reason why Sarah called her that is because I was called an FAG. But that's not spoken about. That I'm sure that wasn't shown in the video, was it? Grandkids or something. I'm sorry. Get a life.
Yeah, it is kind of strange that a woman that old is even like trying to do something that puts that much stress on your heart. That's crazy.
She goes, we want everyone to be treated fairly here, but you can't have a say, Alex. Okay.
No, that was like actually just when I was in there watching, because I didn't really comment too much. I was just watching. But you were like, hello, thank you for having me up. So, yeah, I'd like to explain how it works. And you were explaining the game show and how the entries and all of that work. And you were doing it very respectfully. And you said, now...
Violet, make sure she's got that will set up if she's 95, you know what I mean? You be quids in.
The
95.
The reason I said that was because they called Cowboy a P3DO, a pedlo.
Jamie, get out of here, you woman. Get out, woman. Caitlin, get out.
Oh, Caitlin, I'm sorry you got abused by your husband.
Go get punched again.
Yeah,
now you'll get it.
Maybe next time he'll finish you off. Go.
I understand why he's done it.
Yep.
Fuck off dresses, but how dare you play a game show?
Sorry?
How dare you?
The reason I said that was because they called Cowboy a P3DO, a pedlo.
Jamie, get out of here, you woman. Get out, woman. Caitlin, get out.
Oh, Caitlin, I'm sorry you got abused by your husband.
Go get punched again.
Yeah,
now you'll get it.
Maybe next time he'll finish you off. Go.
I understand why he's done it.
Yep.
Fuck off.
I used to like Prince Brat, but I feel like the longer he's around this Cowboy, the worse he's getting. Hello, Zia.
Hi, honey.
Does anybody else want to come up who's involved in this? You're more than welcome to jump in the box.
Just to make it quick, honey, I supported Prince Brat when he was going through the stuff with separating from the clique and being bullied. I guess that's my little sign, you know, that I go in and help people. And when Cowboy came into the picture, I always had a problem with him. And back in November of last year, we were all in a box, and he came at me, and that's it. You disrespect me once, I'm done. And I would support him as well. And but with Prince Brat, he was a little different. He still was, you know, being kind, considerate, respectful. We went together with this show. I'm sorry, I'm just so fuming right now. With the talent show. And I thought things were getting a little better. But the first sign that I seen something was wrong was with Rebecca. I guess Alex had a falling out with this woman, Rebecca, that was trying to help him, like I was. And he was getting very vile about what he wanted. He was being devious, you know, call the social services, do this, do that. Now, I just said to him, listen, I'll handle it. I'll take care of it. And that's usually what a mother does with a child, to keep his mind off of, you know, trying to do something reckless, whatever. So that's what I did there. But then Alex became very jealous with the relationship that I had with you. And he made the mistake of putting it not in so many words, but what do you have that he doesn't have, that I sit in your box? And he was talking about FYP. I said, if you're doing FYP again, you're on your own, because I went through hell with you, getting you away from that. And you did your own thing with the gifts and the games, and you were doing well.
Was this last year when he used to cry all the time? Because that's when I first saw him on the app last year, and I used to gift him because I felt sorry for him because he was always crying and crashing out.
Did. And then last year, around this time or a little after, he wanted to surprise Prince Brett and come earlier to come to the UK earlier. He was supposed to come in October. He wanted to make it a big surprise. The problem I had is he was just spreading it out to all the viewers like they were involved in this. This will be, something that you all can be involved in and see the love that we have, and he'd be so excited. So I really need your help. That I was totally thrown off about. But I said I would help you in any other way that you need, even with Alex. I guided him with the visa. He thought that I was going to pay for it, but that was never going to happen. And then he told me he had all the money anyway, so that was fine. And then Cowboy had told me, and I'm not saying anything out of school here, but his business was going down. I felt bad for him. I tried to give him some kind of guidance as far as business-wise, and he was looking for a loan, and that just didn't happen. But what I want to say right now...
Well, so Cowboy was looking for a loan from you?
Cowboy was looking for a loan to save his business. Then they were looking for a house, and they were trying... And Cowboy contacted me and asked me to talk to Alex because he wasn't quite sure if he was going to give the money for this house because the other roommates that were going to come in the house with him weren't putting the same amount in, and he didn't feel comfortable. Alex didn't feel comfortable. I spoke to Alex, and I said, Alex, you're right. You really should check into it. Well, guess what? It was a scam. They were going to give this. I said, who leaves that house open? They were walking around looking at this house with no real estate agent. I said, something's not right here, Alex. And then they figured out, Alex had to tell me that it was a scam. Was it a scam on me? I don't know, but it was a scam. But what I'm going to say right now is, I am so totally embarrassed that I even supported either one of them. I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't pick it up sooner. I cannot believe that I actually felt that these two guys had something special going on, that they truly wanted to be in business and really wanted to move forward and do something better for TikTok. And I hear what they have done and what they have said about someone that's trans, someone that was a good friend to them, Epi, and Jag, of all people. What they said about her, they might as well say that about Alex's mom. They are so disrespectful, vile, and disgusting. I cannot believe that either one of them have acted this way. I am sick over it. Totally sick over it. And the thing with Effie is, and I hope she explains this to you, Alex had us all hating on Effie. And then all of a sudden, one day she's back, she's in the clique, and she's not that clique, but she's in the group, and she's now a judge. And I said, what happened? Oh, it wasn't her. It was this other guy, I can't remember his name, but he was a singer and said that he was a peddler, that he was going after Effie, that he misunderstood. It wasn't Effie that was the problem. It was this other guy. That poor guy is off the app. I don't know if it was true or not. And I hope that Effie can, touch base on that. But I just want to tell everybody right here that I am ashamed and I am so embarrassed that I even supported these two people that can think that they can talk that way.
I just can't believe he was expecting a loan off you and trying to scam you out of sending them money. Doing like fake house viewings. Yeah. So Zach doesn't know what's going on, bless him, he's just come in.
Yeah. Well, I just want to let you know that I had to say it, and I can't even look at it anymore. I can't even hear it anymore.
Zia, please don't be upset.
It's disgusting to think that I was a part of all of that.
I'll fight and for you, Zia. I'll always have your back, darling.
I know that. Thanks, honey. You know it always comes from my heart, no matter what I do, but I don't like being used like that.
No, it's not fair. It's
I
don't believe anybody should be doing that to people on it. And the thing is, they see a big gifting badge and they see dollar signs instantly.
Yeah. All right, that's all I need to say. I'm sure Epi could straighten.
Oh, thank you, Toe. Thank you, darling.
And Zach, I'm so happy to see you, honey. I'll talk to everybody later.
I'll be back Monday with my new stuff.
Okay, honey, good. We all need some good news. Sophie, beautiful job, honey, and I'm so happy you're back.
I had an awful time missing you all.
I know, we missed you too. All right, guys.
Bye,
talk to you
darling.
later.
Thank
Bye.
you, Talia.
Yeah, so what's the 411? What's been happening?
So Cowboy and Prince Brat have been transphobic and mocked someone's DV, and Luke the judge's dad's a rug dealer, and I put the news article out and he's confirmed it's his dad.
Oh, he's a rug dealer?
Yeah, his dad is. I've shown it tonight.
Oh.
He's been on and confirmed it's his dad, yeah.
Oh, still a rug dealer?
Well, he got sentenced. Apparently he's told people he only got a fine, but he didn't.
Oh, what was he selling? Any decent stuff?
I don't know.
How good was the gear? Was it worth the jail sentence?
I don't know.
Oh, you are a sleuth, Sophie B.
I know.
Listen, whilst I've been having my time off, my mind has been wandering, and we need to get our asses into gear about what we spoke about earlier, because it will be very exciting for the app.
Yes, we do.
Very exciting. Right, I'm going to love and leave you all. I'm going to stay and watch and see what the shenanigans is.
All right, darling. Bye-bye, love.
Love you all.
Love you.
Bye.
Right, Effie, would you like to go next?
Yeah, I'll go because Jamie come into the group because of me, because he's my brother.
Right, so Jamie's your brother that they were transphobic to?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Got you. I'm sorry about that, Jamie.
The person that he was talking about DV is my best friend.
Right, okay.
So I joined them in October when they were all crying and blah, blah, blah. And then a lot of the old mods left. And I was told that it was all because of me, because they didn't like me, that I was the issue, and da-da-da-da, which now when I've left, I've been told different by the old mods. So I wanted to leave April, wasn't it, Jamie, in May?
Yeah, it's like end of April.
End of April, May. But I was really scared because I knew that Prince Brat got a lot of his people to report Rebecca to social services. So I was scared for my own sake because I've got 4 children, so I was scared. And then I used to get like verbally attacked on the phone calls by them. And then when I actually left, I was told that basically my mum unalived herself because of me, that my children are better off without me. Cowboy then threw up a big lie and said that Jamie essayed my children, which isn't true. I'm in court for endangerment of my children, which it's not true at all. They've reported me to social services, they've reported me to RSPCA. They've thrown up so many lies on me. They've got hold of my family. They got hold of my best friend.
Does Prince Brat now live in America?
He's in the UK now for 90 days. So he's on a friend visa.
Right, okay, got you.
I've sent, so from April, so in April I sent $2,000 to them. Yeah, and then they're just so horrible. Like when you leave, you realise the lies. They lied and said that my 1-year-old son had a pew up against his head, and that my 1-year-old son was shot in the head. Oh, we love the TikTok shop. There's so much that they've done they did a Surviving Effie live when they got half their community in the box to lie about me. Went and did a full live on my dad's illness, of my mum, how my mum passed away, situations with my children. All they keep talking about is my children on social media. That's all they keep going on about is my children, my children, my children, my children. And
So I will be honest on that point. After he went live and threw a live about Effie's kids, I did call him a nonce. I'm not going to lie. I think it's weird that all he does is talk about kids, and the fact he's dating someone who looks 12 is weird, considering he's nearly a 40-year-old man.
Didn't Canadian Angie out like a year ago that he walks him on a lead or something? Is this true? They do puppy play.
No comment.
Sorry, just adding like to the situation. Carry on, Jamie, darling.
But yeah, and then obviously I was at work today, and on my break I got sent the lovely video that you showed earlier. Bearing in mind, when I'm at work, I'm not allowed to use my phone. I don't go on I barely go on TikTok anymore since leaving the community anyway, because for me it's just drama, and I'm too busy with my real life job instead of sitting on an app begging like they do. So yeah, and I mean, it's not the first time they've been transphobic about me either. When Effie said about leaving the community and then they got really shitty with her, I messaged Cowboy and I was like, look, sitting on a live slagging her off isn't acceptable. To which he went on, like, as he was on live, he went, oh, Jamie, you can fuck off. You don't even know what gender you are. I'm not being funny. I've been transitioning now for 11 years. I've had my chest surgery. I've had 2 stages of my lower surgery because the first time went wrong. And Prince Brat, if you're watching from the FYP, I do have a surgery very soon. Thank you very much. Thanks for your concern. So yeah, and you know, I mean, they're just vile. Like, the only reason why I joined the group in the first place really was to look out for Effie, because when I realised how much she was actually sending, I said to her multiple times, I don't think this is right. And there was one day I'd gone into Cowboy's live and he was talking about gift or no gift. And he was like, oh, Jamie, are you going to play tonight? Because obviously he knew that I had a new job and I'd been started to get paid. And I was like, no, I can't afford it. I'm trying to sort my money out at the moment. And he was like, oh, get Effie to send the 50 for you. No.
And like, if I was to go out on days out with like my children, I'd get that told off because I wouldn't be back for the game shows. Or they added me in, well, 3 of the mods added me into a group chat where they told me about myself, how disappointed my mum would have been of me. And then Alex, I said to Alex, like, I'm not staying in this, like, this is emotionally like too much. And then Alex got hold of me a couple of weeks ago and he phoned my phone, which then he went onto a Discord call, which someone lovely in the community.
Wait, so you have to pay £50 to play a game on here? And like,
yeah,
£50?
You have to send it to his PayPal so he gets the whole 50.
So I used to send, which I can show proof of.
What? On a free app?
Yep.
That's wild. Right, guys, you've got to pay 50 quid to watch me now. What the fuck? Like, imagine saying that. Like, it's just watch. So if you want to, you might not even win.
So I sent 2 in one go so that someone else could play, because
we're in the wrong job.
I was told how, like I don't know if you've seen it, but Cowboy did a live where he was like, make it make sense. We got all 8 and now we can only get 2. Like, make it make sense. Like, you know, the pity party basically. So I felt bad for them. So I wouldn't even play, but I'd pay for other people to play, just so that, you know, he would phone me and phone somebody else and be like, are you sending today, or are you playing today? And you'd be like, no, I'm not playing today. And he'd be like, well, are you going to send for somebody else? And then you felt like you had to, or you were going to have a go at by Cowboy or stuff like that. So you did it. And then it's 15 galaxies and 15 swans for traitors. And then you've got to pay £500 fast track. So I always sent to the link. So I've got all of the screenshots and stuff.
It's close to 25,000 in 8 months. I'm not even joking. It is literally, for both of their game shows, Effie has paid since October close to £25,000. Because they would make her feel guilty, and if she wanted to take her kids out, they would make her feel bad and say our game shows are more important than your kids.
Oh my God.
No, I've got all the receipts. And then they went live earlier after Jag's live, and he says, I'm Alice in TikTok land. I'm literally not Alice in TikTok land.
No, she's not.
They can say that I am. I don't mind. It's quite a good page.
No, I know which account you are because I'm not going to say it. But I know which one you are because you sent me the things on it.
Yeah, all of that's on there, like bank statements, everything's on there. There's loads of stuff on there. Even the essay of my children are on there. The pew to my 1-year-old's head's on there. There's loads of stuff on there. There's stuff that Alex made what is it? Something FM account, Appreciation FM, but it used to be called Blueberry FM, where he uploaded about people's traumas, people's unaliving, people's addiction, people's trauma, everything, and he used to make like AI videos of it and like expose it to the point where he would message people's family on social media and tell them about what was going on. It honestly is awful. Like,
and sorry, Effie, can I just say to the guys in the chat that are like, why did you send that much money? I don't think you understand the amount of pressure they would put on Effie. She would have over 30 messages within an hour. Why haven't you sent yet? Why won't you send? Why haven't you sent? Please send, please play. You know we love you playing, please play. Like, it was honestly non-stop. Her phone would be buzzing from the minute she woke up to the minute she sent the money because they would not stop hounding her for money.
It's like love bombing you into doing it by the way.
Non-stop.
And then it'd be, like Alex had a good connection with my youngest little one. I call him Bear on here. I don't out his real name, Bear. And he would like use Bear against me and be like, oh, I bought this for Bear. Are you going to play Traitors tonight? Or are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And it's like a trauma bond.
Yeah, I feel like you feel like, are you a single mum?
Yeah, I'm a single mum.
I feel like there's a lot of that on this app, like single mums who,
and
this is like their only socialising they get because they're at home with the kids all the time. So you can't say, you can't like victim blame these people because it happens all the time on this app.
And I went for a breakup with my son's dad, and then I wasn't on TikTok. I used to be on TikTok. I used to do like the dailies and stuff. And then I stopped because I got with my son's dad. So I wasn't on TikTok for like 2 years. And then I come on TikTok and then I seen Alex and he was really upset. And then me and him we bonded through traumas of like, I'm not going to speak on it, but childhood and stuff like that. So we bonded, and he used to call me his sister. I used to call him my brother. I just wanted to help him. And then it got to the point where it was too much, and it just too much was going on. And I was like trying to step back, but then it was like, why are you stepping back? And I'm like, ooh, I'm not part of G Crew. I grew up with G Crew. I'm not part of them though. I haven't seen G Crew in years, guys. Sorry, but it was like, I don't even know. I can't even explain it. Why you would do that?
Do you think Prince Black changed since he was involved with Cowboy?
Well, I didn't know him before Cowboy, but the minute he moved with, every time he's like, so I've met Alex in real life, so he's completely different to what he's like on social media. Like, he is so different. And when he's away from Cowboy, even I said to him, like, he was texting me abuse the other week, and I was like, you're literally giving me an ick, you sound like Cowboy. And he was like, rah, 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 and I was like, it's a big ick. And then he was like, oh, go and something about go and trauma over your mum, or go and use your mum as an excuse of things, or use your dad's illness, or your daughter's death on this, and all of this. And I was just like, okay,
that's crazy.
And I've got all the text messages from him, and his mum sent me a cease and desist to say that if I spoke on him or any information on what he's done to me or anything, then they will be taking me to court. So that's another blackmail there.
And she's not actually a licensed solicitor yet either, so she's actually broken the law by doing that, by impersonating a solicitor.
Do you know what I don't get with his mum is that I saw a clip last year where like Cowboy was really nasty to his mum while they were staying in her house. Like they were staying in her house and they were being so nasty to her. And when I saw it, I thought, oh my God, you're in her house. Are you speaking to her like that? Like, that's crazy.
Like Sia said, there was a situation with a man who sung, I'm not going to name his name, but things got a bit too much because there was feelings there on his side but not on my side, and Alex basically told me to suck it up because he's a big gifter. So I had to suck it up and take everything that was going on and keep quiet basically, because I'm not being a good friend to him. because I'm pushing this other person away who's a big gifter.
No, guys, he's not. This isn't his live. He's probably his live doing games or something, but this isn't his live. This is just a clip of him.
He's probably live talking about me. That's what he's done for the last.
I'm just letting it. I've just muted it and letting it play so anyone that comes in knows who we're talking about.
He went live earlier and said that my weight and this and that and.
Let me find what Jags posted from her live. So did something kick off in Jags live or something?
So Jag played some video.
Sorry, darling.
I'll let you explain.
If you go on Mum's backup, Sophie, I've tagged you. That's
Is it this one?
No, that's somebody else's screen recorded. But I've tagged you in Mum's backup with our response.
Oh, this?
Yes, that's me taking my mum to the care home. That's how we took it. But we was obviously more worried about Effie and about Jamie and Effie's friend. That's why obviously we said about you playing that.
Living with a heart problem at my age has taught me to cherish every beat, every moment.
So your mum's not 95?
No, babe.
Oh, right, okay. At least we've
confirmed. Clearly, Sophie, babe. I'd seen her off by now.
So is that the video? This one's the video of what's happened?
Yeah, Mum said she did tag you in a load of the videos. So, you know, all the proof that Effie was just saying, that's what started it off, because Mum was playing all that. It's got all the screenshots from the Discord and all about the money side of it. Mum said she tagged you in them earlier. I think there's 3 or 4 videos.
I didn't even know it was happening. I got sent the live.
Right, 1 minute. Let me play this one then and see what this is.
Yeah,
very good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing me up.
Okay. Just need to be patient.
Oh, I'm very patient.
Okay, what you...
Why does he always sound like he's either going to laugh or cry? I've noticed that.
What to say?
Well, there's quite a bit I want to say, so I guess we'll start with the first video that you played.
Yeah.
So a game show is basically on Cowboys game show.
Can I ask you, Cowboys Teeth, are you...
I don't want to be in a box of half, that's alright.
So what I'm going to do, because I don't know who's who, remember that.
Cowboys Teeth is on.
Okay, I'm going to listen to Prince Brat. When I've listened to him, Effie, Cowboys Teeth, you're all welcome back to come in.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say, don't worry. So first of all, a game show works. Cowboys game show is called Gift or No Gift, and the way it works is he gives out a big prize at the end, which is usually a universe or the lion, and people send their entries and get on a wheel, just like any other game show on TikTok. And based on their entries they send, they get that many entries onto the wheel, and they go onto the wheel, and the last card they pick is the card they'll be left with. Now, in America, TikTok went from taking 50% of US creators' earnings to 60% US creators' earnings. So what that meant was people had to send double the gifts, which we didn't think was fair, to be able to get up to the bigger prizes, because instead of sending, for example, a galaxy is what, $10? Instead of sending $10 a galaxy, that would go $4 to the prize pot. Personally, I don't want people to send double gifts to get a prize and then they're not getting anything from the prize. So that's why we opened the link, where they could send you the link instead, and that's where all of that is. I personally don't see anything wrong with that in the slightest.
But now there is something wrong with that link, isn't there? Because you're not supposed to have it in your bio.
That's not a rule.
It is.
It's not.
My manager will tell you that.
I've got a manager and he's fine with it.
Okay.
I've already confirmed this.
I hope you don't get reported for it, that's all I'm saying.
Totally not, he's already aware of it.
Carry on.
So far, nothing wrong with that in the slightest. Where do we go next? There was a lot of videos shown there. Clipped reactions taken out of context of me having an argument with someone, and then not showing the full conversation, but showing me reacting. I mean, I feel like every human being reacts in some way, shape or form. That's that. The Caitlyn girl about the DV is the biggest load of lies I've ever seen in my life. And I'll bring the screenshot actually for you, where she actually messaged me inciting that Cowboy is a peddler and who touches children, which is a very disgusting accusation to put on anyone. I am with age. I'm 26 now, actually. Cowboy is an adult. We're a consenting relationship, and that's nobody else's business, just what I look like. To put that accusation on anyone is the lowest thing you could do. The lowest thing, all right? I'll bring you those screenshots. And in retaliation to what she said about my relationship and inciting that someone is a PDQ file, I said, your friend Effie told me about your DV, because she did. That is not mocking it. That is, in fact,
No, what you've done there, let me tell you what you've done there. You've done exactly what you did to Luke. Somebody's
so
told
there's nothing
you.
wrong with calling someone a paedophile.
Somebody told you. Right, see ya. We want to be you, block him. That's it, he's done. Don't laugh at me.
I'm very good, how are you?
I didn't realise how much attitude my mum had for a 95-year-old lady.
Bloody hell.
Only I can laugh at her.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he was given the opportunity to like respond, but then he got immature and started laughing when she was trying to explain stuff to him.
Mm.
So that immature laugh, do you know, like you said at the beginning, that you
he sounds like he's crying or laughing, like there's no in between with him. He either sounds like he's about to break down and crash out, or he's laughing. I've never heard him talk normally.
Can I just say, I never told him about my friend's DV. It's all over her platform. She like does awareness for what she went through, and as you can see by what he said in that last video, it wasn't, oh, Effie told me this. It was, I'll get your ex to beat you again. And then Cowboy messaged her saying, you look like you've been on MEPH for 30 years. Go put on some weight.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And yes, she did call him that, but she called him that because they had fired up a massive live, which is on that account that I showed you. And they just kept going on about my children, whereas she's my like lifetime best friends. We've been best friends since we were 7 years old. We're now 28. So you think 21 years, she's watched my firstborn, who's nearly 11, grow up. She's all my children's godmoms. And you think her children are my godchildren, like they're my nieces and nephews. My children's are her nieces and nephews. If you can constantly see somebody going at your best friend and your nieces and nephews on a social media app, you're going to be like, well, why do you keep talking about these kids? These kids are irrelevant. No, I'm not on TikTok. You might have an issue. And I've always said that you can have an issue with me and say whatever you like about me, but then you don't bring children into it on an app. You just don't do that.
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's the thing, like we're like this on this side of TikTok anyway, on like the drama side, like you leave the kids out of it.
Yeah. And then Alex and Cowboy used to say, oh, have you seen this? Like the old people like the old mods have put up about your children. If you leave, then you're going to be alone, and they're going to. So that was the other reason why I didn't leave either, was because I was drilled into my head that my children were being targeted when it was all lies. Because when I fell out with them and I left and I walked away and I was going to stay silent, I wasn't going to talk to anybody, just go off my own way, and then they fired up all these lies and full-blown lied on my children. I thought, you know what, no, you've said things that aren't true, and I'm not going to sit here on a platform and allow you to speak on my children and put a narrative into play that any of my children have been essayed, and especially by my brother. That's vile, because he's trans. That's what Cowboy said. Because my brother is trans, he has essayed my children, and that he's got a police case against him, and that I've got an endangerment of my child's life, and I'm in court for it. No, I'm not. I'm going for a court case for my little boy for custody arrangements, nothing else.
So is that's what instigated him getting called a peddalo then? Because they'd said that. To me, what do you expect if you're going to start making wild accusations like that about children? That's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah. And can I just say, I've worked with children since I left school, up until a couple of years ago. I'm still on the up-to-date DBS checks. I have DBS checks every year. There's no court case against me. I've never. I'm sorry. Children are innocent. Like what they said is sick, is disgusting. And you know, Alex sat in that clip and said that no one should be accused of that, but it's okay for your fiance to sit and accuse people of that.
Yeah, he needs to start sitting him down. I do feel like this cowboy is so problematic. Caught assassin sobriety Jack and everyone asking people to send money. Like, I don't think that money should be taken off this app. Like, even Zia messaged me offering to send me money on PayPal to get my kids some Easter eggs, and I said no chance, no. I said I don't want anyone to send me money off the app. That's wild. Like, I don't know how people have the nerve to ask.
And the thing is, as well, with social services, they use it so easily. They use it to report people. Like, I've been reported a lot, and Jamie will tell you that I've got it all on record. I've got all the paperwork here. Recently, in the last month since leaving, I could have easily, social services could have easily, with the allegations that's been made, come in and remove my children until they've done their investigations. Instead, obviously, they've come in, done what they've needed to do, left again, come in again, left again, come in again, left again. To the point, I'm just like, what about all these children that actually need it?
I say this all the time.
They're wasting valuable resources for children that actually are in need.
And if you know any mums in here, if it's ever happened to you, I'm very sorry. If somebody is to report you anonymously, especially like late at night or on a weekend, it's not just social services that turn up at your house, it's the police. So not only is the police turning up at my house, but social services is turning up at my house, an out of hours one, to come and knock on my door to check that my children are fed, to check that my children aren't beaten, to check my children aren't this and my children aren't that. All because of fake allegations.
Didn't this happen to Rebecca C as well?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
So I'm sure I played a clip about that weeks ago, and she was saying that they were calling social services on her.
Yeah, they asked Effie to do it, and Effie said no.
It's easy to do it, isn't it, when you haven't got kids yourself and you don't understand the severity of it.
Yeah,
People do it to me as well all over this app. It does my tits in.
The 4 people I know who did it, they've all got children. All the 4 people that reported Rebecca all have children.
Really? So you know everyone that did it?
Yeah.
Are you going to say
the
names?
You know what I find quite funny?
I don't care. It was Kay, it was Sassy, it was Annie, and it was Lyndall. I don't care. They've already done the worst to me. There's nothing else. They tried to get my dog taken from me. They tried to take my children taken from me. The things that they've done. They reported me for benefit fraud.
Kay, is Kay his mum?
No, Lyndall's his mum.
Oh, Lyndall's his mum?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So she should fucking know better.
Yeah.
Like, she's literally been in the firing line from Cowboy herself.
Mm-hmm. But it's the vindicted side is Alex, and I can say that I was his best friend. The vindicted side is Alex.
Do you think he just hid it well then to start with?
Yeah, he's hid it well, and then he covers up. Like, he wanted to do the FYP again, and him and Cowboy argued about it, and which really makes me laugh by that whole live earlier, because they was like saying about Jags and her heart and stuff like this, but apparently Cowboy's got a heart condition. So why would you take the mick out of somebody else and saying, oh, you're going to cave over and unalive, or you're going to have a heart attack or something like that, when you suffer with a heart condition apparently yourself?
Hey, don't worry about that. She's not got a heart condition. She's got COPD. She's not going to be out of it soon. Don't worry about it.
It's just the lungs, not the heart.
It's not the heart. It's just the lungs, babe. Don't worry about that one. I just want to say thank you for letting me up, Sophie. Effie, Jamie, and Caitlin, your best friend, Effie.
Sean just said it isn't a heart she has to worry about. It's the bottom end.
Yeah, I didn't want to drop her in it that much, but yeah, Sean dropped her in it there. But yeah, thank you for having me up. You guys keep your high, right? And much love to everybody. I'll still watch, but my little girls woke up. Right, love you lots.
Oh,
bye,
lovely.
bye,
baby.
I do believe that there's just that. So basically, all this has just stemmed from you just not gifting him anymore. Not giving him money anymore. Basically, that's what it's got this nasty.
Yeah, because I left, and apparently everyone leaves him. Is he the problem? This is what I used to get all the time. Like, I got a message from him back in May time, because so I had early stages of cervical cancer. He's already put this on the app. I didn't want it on the app, but he did. And I had to go for a scrape and stuff. And he did a live saying how I made it out like I had this massive thing and da-da-da-da-da.
That is a massive thing though. It's scary as shit.
Yeah,
I've been in that position before. It's so fucking scary because you always assume the worst.
Yeah, and then so the day after So I was speaking to a guy who was actually Rebecca C's partner, and I didn't know. Alex knew, but I didn't know. So then Alex went and told Rebecca. So then me and Rebecca had a call and stuff like that. So then obviously Rebecca was heartbroken for it. Any girl would be, you know, finding out that the guy you're seeing is speaking to another girl. I 100% felt it. But it got to the point where me and Rebecca are fine now, like we're quite close now. But I was like, well, I'm not your punching bag. Like, it wasn't me. I wasn't in the wrong. I didn't know about you. So then she come at me in one of Cowboy's live, and then Cowboy messaged me like, you need to behave in the live. You know, you need to not bring drama into live. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to stay out of it because I don't want to bring drama, and I just couldn't be bothered. So then Alex was then messaging me. I'm not just a fucking TikTok person. I'm your fucking brother who answered the phone to me right now. So then I answered the phone to him.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm like, no, you're not. Jamie's my brother, not you, bitch.
Yeah. Although he told me he at one point at the beginning of the year I was in quite a bad place financially. I lost my job and things like that. It was quite bad. And Effie helped me out financially, and he told Effie not to help me financially and to lend me money because she needs to send it for the games.
And then I sat on a phone call for an hour for Cowboy to tell me that I was the homewrecker in the situation. I was a bullshitter, I was an evil person, I was this, by Cowboy and Alex screaming at me down the phone. I was sobbing. And when I tell you, I've never cried like this since my mum passed away, or since my mum's funeral. Hand on heart, I've never cried like this. So then he was like, I know you're recording me, or you've got Jamie on the other phone. So I turned on my camera and was like, I've not. Went up to my child who was in bed watching my other phone and said, look, you've always got to bring your child into it, da 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 da. So then I backed away, and then I was made to apologise for my actions. When I say it's like leaving it now, it's literally like being in an abusive relationship with these people. But it's a friendship. It's an abusive friendship. That's what it is. And you're made to feel like I travelled to London twice to see him, and we had the best time both times. But when Cowboy's around, it's completely different.
It sounds like it. It sounds awful.
And with that Sarah, you said about Sarah Evans, she messaged a girl calling her RETARD and said, what the F is wrong with your face? And the girl said, I don't know, you tell me. And she said, well, you look a bit downs. And that's what Jag was showing. And they were like, well, it's acceptable because this person's friend called me an FAG. But all these people that are like bitching, that they're all in the same community, in the LGBT. Like, you're all in the same things. It's just childish.
Sounds very, very childish. Someone said I'm not allowed to join the Discord because I don't send big enough gifts.
Yeah, you're only allowed. So now you're only allowed to go. Yeah, basically, yeah. And you're only allowed so they don't even have a Discord very much now. They have a Snapchat group and then Cowboy adds you into a little Snapchat. I get sent everything. Alex and Cowboy are so stupid. If they think everybody that I was really close to in the group stopped talking to me because they didn't.
The thing is, they'll all one by one start seeing through it. Like, I feel bad for Zia that they're asking her to lend money and stuff. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's disgusting. They messaged another person, I'm not going to say who, because I'll put that person in danger, but asking for...
Oh shit, she's been banned.
Oh, wow, what a surprise.
He's obviously reporting her, isn't he?
Yeah.
Have you got another account, Effie, you can come in on?
I'll be next.
I will. Oh god!
But it just goes to show that they, like, anyone who tries to speak out against them, they try and silence. It's like Cowboy's teeth. I've had quite a few conversations with Cowboy's teeth, and you know, at first Effie like had a right go at me for doing it, but I was like, I'm not being funny. From what I've seen of their posts and to what's happening now, it's true. Everything that this account has said about these two is true. So I have had quite a few conversations with her, and everything that they have said about the trolls, the haters, the this, the that, it's all lies. like, and they've got receipts to back it up. Like, I've seen a lot over the last month, and my God, honestly, these two are the most vindictive, narcissistic control freaks I've ever met in my life.
That's crazy. The thing is, I actually used to think like he was really nice, and I used to go in and gift him. And Prince Bat would come in here and gift me, but now I feel like he only did it like maybe maliciously to piss Zia off, because now I know what he was saying to Zia.
You've got a big following.
Yeah, it's because you got a big following. So when you started speaking to RC again, he was like, because he told me all this like nasty things that apparently she did, and I said, well, why are you having her back in the group then? He said, well, for her followers. And then he used to say, oh, I might try and get Sophie Bailey in to play traitors, so then her followers would come through.
Yeah, he did say that once. He wanted me to come in and play traitors, but I never did. But I do feel like he only pretended to like me to get to Zia, maybe. Because obviously if he's saying stuff to Zia about me, like getting jealous of her being in here, maybe that's why. I don't know. But that was crazy. Are you all right, Zia?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I think Zia's upset. Because I think she saw him like a son, so she...
And I think, like when you were part of it, you defended him quite a lot, and I think, obviously, that's no fault of your own. Like, you believed he was a good person because you knew him before Cowboy, and I think, like, you shouldn't feel guilty. Do you know what I mean? You've done nothing wrong. Even, like, you know, I've sat there and defended him to people, and I sit there and think, like, why did I do that? Like, he's the most vile person I've ever met. But until you step back and like you actually see what they're doing from kind of an outsider's point of view, because you're not in it anymore, I think that's when it kind of all becomes clear, and you're like, wow, like what have I been, like how have I defended this person for so long? How have I gifted this person for so long?
Yeah, I just feel I just feel betrayed and used in a sense. I mean, it was a different kind of, you know, relationship. I was helping him with the business side of it, you know, advice, nothing, you know, financial. Even with the talent show, you know, I didn't realize that he was asking all the other judges to pitch in, you know, for the big gift at the end.
Oh, is that what he was doing? So everyone had to contribute towards the prize?
Well, I didn't know they were. I know I did. And
what was the prize?
200.
Oh, 200.
One was 100.
Yeah, and then he upped it to 2.
Yeah, 200. And then one of the singers that left, I don't know, I don't want to say their name because I don't want them to, I don't know if they want to be mentioned, but I know that they paid twice to the winners, and then someone else paid as well.
Yeah, it was. I knew nothing of any of that, which pretty much upsets me because I'm a lot smarter than that.
And trust me, it pains me to say this, but basically everything Canadian Angie outed on him was right. And
yeah,
she was speaking facts with them, because I think she brought all this up like a year ago about him, didn't she?
Yeah, and they were absolutely petrified of Canadian Angie.
Were they?
Yeah, real. We was never allowed to follow I still did, but we was never allowed to follow Canadian Angie. We was never allowed to, if we were seen in our lives and we were taken out the Discord and out the group. I don't know if anyone else is in here that left that can confirm that, but we were called into meetings. We was called into like Discord calls and everything.
But does he make quite a lot on here?
I knew nothing of any of that. I wasn't a part of any of that. I didn't stay in any of the lives.
So Cowboy earns like 400 to the link, and then he sends a 5k gift. But he also, so in his game, you pay $100 for a box, and it's another advantage. So it will be just that you can skip to the next round.
But that's a lot just to play a fucking game on TikTok. £100.
Yeah.
Like even £50. Like when people are doing these deal or no deal things, you'd send like a hand heart, which is like £1, to enter, and then they draw it fairly for someone to get to enter. Like that's wild, expecting someone to pay 50 quid for a game that they potentially might not even win.
And 9 times out of 10, the gift that's getting gifted back is less than 5k.
And like Jamie and my best friend used to say to me, "Why are you sending? Stop sending! Stop sending!" Like, you could get this with this. You could get this with this. I've got Lewis Capaldi tickets. whilst not being in the group. I'm well happy with myself. But if I was still in the group, I'd never be able to go to Lewis Capaldi.
You've got to think as well, like when you put into perspective how much you can potentially spend on TikTok gifting people, you get a bit carried away with it, and they can manipulate you, make you feel bad, like you need to support them, and like it's your
People
like
got
safe
lazy.
place to go for a live. Like I don't expect people to gift me, like I've got live goals and they're like £1 gifts. I would never like sit there and expect people to send me like 50 quid, 100 quid. Like that's insane.
Like
there was someone that someone in the community, I'm not going to obviously say names, but there's someone in the community that me and Effie were really close to while we were in the group.
To her. I know who you're going on
Literally
about.
sat on the phone to her for hours and hours, gave her advice, like the lot, like literally some nights all night. And they told her that we told him that she had a gambling addiction, which was never said, ever. So she went in and sent a the 3,000 metre shower to show that she had money. Yeah.
Sophie, this was all kept away from me. I had no idea any of this
See, I don't
was
think you was
going on.
Discord, was you?
Never.
No,
Never. I'm
it
not even in
happened all in the
Sophie's Discord. I'm not in Sophie's Discord.
Yeah.
I went in and there was a situation, and Sophie knows how I am, and I would do nothing to hurt her platform or anything like that. When I can't handle something, or if I think I might say something that, might harm her, I just leave. And I don't really join anyone's Discord. I was in Birdman's for, I think, one day. And that's just how it is. But none of this was brought to my attention. I'll be honest with you. I know why now, because what he's been doing is actually illegal in the United States. So he kept that far, far away from me because he knows I'm smarter than that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would have never, had a part of any of that. I'm really shocked. I never played any of their games. One time he asked me to pick who the trader was. I didn't even know how the game worked. The only thing I did was the talent show. And even now, I feel horrible about that too.
Zia.
Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry I've not been around. I've not been, as you know, I've not been well. Listen, all I want to say is, please don't be upset. I know you've got a heart of gold, and you trust people and everything. I have known you for over 3 years now, my sweetheart. And you are one of the most kindest persons that I have ever met. I've never once asked for a penny off you, never, and never will. You have the kindest heart. Everybody that messages you, you message back. I've never known a lady to be so busy on a phone like you do, and you work as well. So please don't let these fools ever put you off from trusting people.
Yeah.
Okay? I love you, girl.
Well, I thank you.
And I can see that you're upset. I can hear it in your voice.
Thank you, hon.
But send me a message. Yeah, send me a message and we'll have a call and
Sophie, I'm sorry, honey, I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm glad that it's been brought to light about Prince Brat and Cowboy, because there's always been something a bit fishy with him, but it makes sense now.
Yeah.
But if you can send me everything as well, I'll put it all on my story as well.
Yeah, so I've uploaded most of it on that thing. Obviously, I keep getting violations, so I've had to make it private. But I think you're following it anyway, so you can get anything off there.
Oh, lovely.
But yeah.
Thank you.
Love you, Zia.
Justice for any victims of Prince Brat and Cowboy right now.
Ugh. I'm going to drop. Love to you all.
Love to
I think there was someone else commenting in the comments. I don't know if they've gone. But I'll drop and let you carry on with your FYP.
All right, lovely.
Right, big love.
That was a good interlude. I like those. We needed some juicy stuff.
Bye, guys.
Go have all the tea.
Goodbye, guys.
Appreciate you listening to us
Bye.
and
Well,
taking time to have us share our stories. So we appreciate you, Sophie.
No, you're welcome. Thank you for coming up.
No problem. I'll be in the comments anyway.
No worries, darling. Bye. Oh my God. That's wild, expecting people to pay £50 to £100 to enter a fucking game on TikTok. That's actually crazy. Anyway. What the hell? I need a wee. Let's, on this topic of money, let's talk about Court Assassin. 16 people sending it's wild. So what's that? 16 paying 50 quid. What's that? 80 quid? No, 800. No, what the fuck? I can't. 800. 800, yeah, not 80, 800. That's crazy.
Want to treat me to a chicken wrap? I've kind of plateaued now. Actually, I don't know even if I've put on a bit of weight. Do you know, I've had chocolate cake today, I've had beans on toast. Right, link is in the bio, guys. I'm starving now. I've had a packet of crisps today as well. Does anybody want to put out into the PP then so I can get this chicken wrap? 20 quid will do, thank you. If I get it, I'll eat it on live. Actually, fuck it, don't matter. I'll just starve. Can't believe no one puts money into my PP anymore. Why do you think that is, guys? Remember my PP used to be popping. I used to get bare takeaways.
Yes, this is beg talk.
Can Sobriety Jack, right, get 60 quid for a Domino's, but I can't even get 20 quid for a chicken wrap? Make that make sense. I'm trying to raise money for a chicken wrap. I'm trying to get £20 into the PP, but I've not got even a single quid. You know where the link is, guys. Link is in the bio in the link tree. Trying to raise 20 quid for a chicken wrap. Not going to get one at this rate. It's madness. And then Jack gets fucking a roast dinner every fucking week. And takeaways throughout the whole week. And I can't even get a chicken wrap. And Millie gets a holiday to Mexico. And I just want 20 quid for a chicken wrap. What is life right
Do you think she wants 20 quid for a chicken wrap? She's not mentioned it, has she?
now? On TikTok. Right, well, we're not getting it then. I'm going to starve to death. Hope you're all happy. Oh my God, does anybody want to treat me to a chicken wrap?